guys know who Bryan Abasolo is? You guys know who that is? Bryan Abasolo. I'm probably butchering that name. Bryan Abasolo and some type of Lindsay from The Bachelorette. You guys watch The Bachelorette show? I don't watch that show. But apparently it's some kind of show where women go and beg for men. Is that what happens on the show? You guys know who I'm talking about? Yes, I'm waiting. This guy right here. Let me show you his picture. This guy right here. This person. You guys know what this is? Well, apparently they're going through a nasty divorce. All right, but let me just, our name is Rachel Lindsay, not Lindsay, Rachel Lindsay. All right, so Rachel Lindsay, she's gonna have to pay, I think she's already paying. She's an American media personality. She's also an attorney. All the lawyers in the house. She's an attorney, and she's been dragged through serious divorce. And she's a podcaster, and apparently she also had a role as a contestant on the ABC's The Bachelorette thingy. It's a spin-off of The Bachelor show. And she was the first African-American lead in The Bachelor. She's 39 years of age. Let me see if anybody knows who she is. Let's see. All right, so somebody said it's fake. Well, this is a real divorce going on. She's going to have to pay some serious money to this guy. Let's see here. First Black Bachelorette. I don't watch it either. Okay. Woke Up 2.0. I don't watch that crap. I've never watched it. I think I want to see one episode at least. There's more to it. Running away with 3 kids. Okay. Yeah, there's more to it. Actually, she claims she's not running away. I think there's just they're done. Basically, that marriage was done. It's just a matter of gospels. All the accusation. Wonders and people will tap into this. Yep. She should pay. Mara says she should pay. No excuse not getting a prenup. Her dad is an attorney too. And say God when. All right, so let me see if we can cover the story real quick. According to Us Weekly, right? Let's see. They say Rachel Lindsay is proud of how far she has come when addressing big moments of her life. The former reality star, 39, took to her Instagram story on Saturday, July 6th. Okay, that's a few days ago, to share a quote which read, "I love when I realize I'm handling the situation better than my old self would have." Okay, all right. Lindsay didn't offer more context. I mean, she's going through a nasty divorce. What more context do you need? You know, when people are going through divorce, if you're going through something like a divorce or something like that, or some type of shege in a marriage, one of the first things you tell yourself is that refrain from giving unsolicited quote advice on the internet. People can see through you. People can see through you. I don't know. This is so consistent. Stop giving quotes on the internet when you're going through stuff. Everybody can read through you. Human beings have incredible radar for bullshit. They can smell it. All right. She does not have a prenup, unfortunately. I know that part of the story already. She did not create a prenup. So Lindsay didn't offer more context to the social media post, which comes amid her ongoing divorce from estranged husband Bryan Abasolo. Okay, it's white boy husband Abasolo. This is not about race. I know some people can see race already. This is not about race. People in the same race, on the same street, raised on the same street, they drag each other through the poto. How many times do we have to cover this kind of story? Right? They do that all the time. The same tribe, same race, it doesn't matter. They all drag themselves. They all do. It's a consistency here, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Anyway, Us Weekly confirmed in January that Abasolo, 44 years old, filed for divorce after more than 4 years of marriage. The pair have since become embroiled in a messy legal back and forth over finances. In paperwork filed late last month, Lindsay requested that the court order $9,882 monthly in spousal support. But Abasolo responded by asking to be paid. Listen carefully to me. Listen, no. Abasolo responded by asking to be paid $16,275 monthly. Lindsay and Abasolo, what a name. Abasolo. Let me call it Yoruba, Abasolo. Lindsay and Abasolo met on season 13 of The Bachelorette in 2017 and tied the knot in 2019. Avoid the game shows. If you're a young person, you're looking for a husband, and you want to get married soon. If you're a young person, you're looking for a wife, you're looking to get married soon, avoid the game shows. Avoid them like a plague. Romantic relationships are it's possible. I've seen some good stories, but it's extremely hard for romantic relationship to thrive with such a foundation. You will always have this question at the back of your mind. This question can eat you up. Okay? Anyway, I just think it's a terrible idea. Okay? Speed dating is okay, but I'll be very careful with that as well. Okay? Old school is better, but I understand we live in an era of social media. It's okay. You can do social media. You can meet people, but the idea is just to pick interest, but you need to take it off of social media and the phones as soon as if you feel safe. You need to get to know that person. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. So they met on The Bachelorette in 2000 and they tied the knot in 2019 before calling it quits. Lindsay and Abasolo defended their relationship as fans questioned how they could make a bi-coastal marriage work. Okay, so they were also doing long distance. And I quote, "What people don't realize is we were pretty much long distance before we got married. With all the traveling that I was doing pre-COVID, I didn't actually have a place somewhere else. But I was never at home because I was always traveling," Lindsay exclusively told Us in 2020. And so far, Us Weekly, we know how to work this out and navigate it. Oh no, so for us, see, I'm confused because I'm reading from the Us magazine. And so for us, we know how to work this out and navigate it. And obviously, we have an end goal in mind. This is not a forever situation. Long distance is okay. You just want to make sure you have measures in place, because long distance is the same thing as marrying your manager. It's a double-edged sword. It can work against you, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So long distance will create certain types of friction. You need to be self-aware about what those are and put measures in place to mitigate the risk of it. Shortly after filing for divorce, Abasolo defended Lindsay from assumptions that she was to blame for things coming to an end. Okay. So, and I quote, according to Abasolo, "To be fair, we've been living together for almost 3 years here in LA. Not sure why people think we've been apart this entire time," he wrote via Instagram in January. And I quote, "Yes, her career came first, but there were opportunities for her that were smart for her to take, which could have not been offered later. It's hard as it is for women of color to get big gigs, which I've observed through watching Rachel's efforts." Abasolo concluded, and I quote, "It's not just women who should be expected to sacrifice, but a man can do it too. Her building her future was not the problem. I would encourage anyone to pursue their dreams and hope they have a healthy support system to do so, and especially I'm going to add this onto it. And especially if you can eventually ask for $16,000 per month.
We go explain because no evidence.
Sorry. Lindsay admitted earlier this month that she's ready to date. Wait, what?
Sorry.
She's ready to date and she even knows what she's looking for next. Of course she does. And I quote, "I'm very open to dating. It's weird because I'm months out from the separation. We are past it. Now I'm in a place where I don't necessarily want to get into the details of it. But I want to talk about the healing process because it's very real." She shared on Wednesday, July 3 episode of Scott Evans' YouTube series. Lindsay clarifies she isn't focused on physical attributions as much anymore. You see how she flipped to the other end. Flipping to the other end, extreme other end, does not solve your problems. Oh, last time I was looking for physical attribution, I found a fine boy. But this time around, it's no longer that. That's not the solution. The solution is you. Okay? Becoming a better version of yourself is the solution. It's still okay to be with somebody you are physically attracted to. As a matter of fact, it's a requirement. Okay, because that will come back and bite you in the butt later on. Of course, that's not all. It should have never been that's all anyway. But anyway, what can you tell these Gen Z people? Well, she's 39. She's damn near Gen X. Lord help us. Anyway. She says she isn't focused on physical attribution as much anymore, but there are other traits she finds more important. And I quote, "I do want to be loyal, have a personality, adventurous, charming, and maybe even a little corny. I want them to be ambitious but also very understanding." She detailed, "I can no longer date for potential." Lobato, I think he was broke. "I can no longer date for potential. I have to date somebody who knows who they are, knows what they want, is secure in who they are, and are not intimidated." She just gave you what happened. Okay? She was married to somebody who she felt was insecure. I'm not saying the person agreed they're insecure. She felt that person was insecure. And now the reality today is that person is asking for $16,000 to counter a $9,000 that she was asking for. So somehow he thinks he's going to get more. Let me come to the chat. I'm sure your chats will be interesting at this point. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I beg you. Hit the like button. Oh, did I miss that? Uh-oh. Let me come to the chat. Hit the like button. Oh, I will sing a song. Hit the like button for you if you don't hit the like button right now. Okay. All right. So, should a man, here's a question for you guys. Should a man ever ask for, I'm not asking the lawyers. Should a man ever ask for what do you call this? Spousal support. And by the way, for the lawyers, what's the difference between alimony and spousal support? Should a man ever ask for spousal support? Ever? I did not mean it in that sense. I meant all the players on the docket today. Prenup, protect your assets. Okay. Just keep in mind, that's all they protect, assets. But you should protect your assets. I agree. Should I say defendants? In Cali, he doesn't have the contacts, lawyers, doctors to get going. It takes a while to get back up as a business owner. They decided to buy a house together. Joint property. He makes $1,600 a month. Is that what they say? Drizzle type of ninja. Wala. Not he is too good for me. She makes $60,000 a month. She chose this life. Marriott is not feeling it. Marriott's like, you didn't sign a prenup? Damn. How stupid. Anyway, does he eat elephant meat for breakfast? $16,000 a month for what? Well, it's not based on what they remember. We had the same issue with the, most people still disagree with me on that with the Imade, right? It's not about that. It's the status of your father. That's how it's determined. Okay, we can have the wisdom conversation on one end, but in terms of how it really works on the other end, when you end up in court, that's a different story. That's why we're saying just do the wisdom thing, because you can still get even more, and it can go in any direction, right? It depends on what your resources are looking like in terms of how much do you have to pay the lawyers. The last contestants on Bachelor got married and divorced 1 month later. Lobato. Be careful with those game shows, please. Be careful. Marriage emanating from game shows are a no-no. Yeah, it's crazy. You can't ask him to leave his thriving business, making $250,000, move to a new city, and then let him be broke after you both agreed your marriage broke down. Pay up, sis. No, okay. I agree with you, number one. Let's first of all agree with that, okay? But a man left his business and his excuses, my wife made me leave my business. No, we cannot go with that. If he's the one giving that excuse.
House, wait.
No. That's not gonna fly. He's supposed to be a full-blown grown man. Never, ever put your wife over your life mission and purpose. Ever. Don't do it. Even your life mission and purpose should be bigger than you as an individual. Okay? Don't do it. But clearly, was it really a $250,000 business? It's a question, though. Anyway, she met her king. Abasolo name sounds so African. Abasolo. Chinye, welcome. She's trying to catch up on 2x speed. Good luck with that. Well, I'm only 1 hour in. She'll catch up. Asset protection should have been number one. In California, divorces assets are split 50-50, except there was a prenup, which won't apply in this case. They don't have a prenup, is what I heard earlier on before I started the show. Auntie was enjoying cake and champagne. Uncle was plotting. See, if it's a short-term situation, there's a higher chance that there was plotting going on. If it's a long-term situation, anything is possible, obviously, right? Remember, I just covered the Olanrewaju story, right? If it's a long-term situation, there is a decreased chances that anybody was plotting. It's just human being trying to wing things along in a marriage. They don't know what they're doing. Okay? But anything is possible. Can the person plot for 35 years before they leave you? Anything is possible. How likely is it? No, it's not likely. All right? The probability is very extremely low. Okay? And yes, they can move in a way that will make you feel like, did you ever love me? Baba, stop the cap. You just didn't know what you were doing in that marriage. That's all. Okay? He's good for me. Meanwhile, $9,000 later. Checkmate. Jesus. Uncle says $16,000. The law says split it. She discovered the security after the fact. There was no courtship except for the cameras. You need to know these people. Okay? Not know them completely, but getting to know them in the most authentic way you can get to know them. It's not just the knowing them that is happening. You're also building a more authentic bond that you're going to be able to build on top of as time goes on. So it's not me asking you that you must know everything, because I think that's impossible already. But imagine not knowing anything about them at all. Of course, I would not advise you to do that either. What does this chiropractor serve? He's a chiropractor. That's what I heard, though. Thank you for saying that. He's a chiropractor. That's crazy. I say that's crazy, man. Say that's massive, man. It's another Mr. Koraobidi. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Well, most chiropractors don't make $250,000 a year. I think most of them are probably between $150,000, $175,000 if they're really good. Maybe less than that for an average chiropractor. But anyway, alimony, the court orders the spouse to pay more to the for the former spouse who makes lower income or no income at all. Okay, that's what alimony is. What about spousal support? I never heard of people transferring bride price into the man's account. That is so tacky. Bride price is taken to the family. Well, she refunded the bride price. She said, I'm free. Don't date a chiropractor. May God forgive you. No, we don't generalize here, Marriott. We don't do that here. Chiropractors are some of the finest people in this world. As long as you make sure it's not Kurabidi's, what do you call it? It's a word I keep looking for. It's not prototype. There's a word I keep looking for. It's something type. Archetype. As long as it's not the Kurabidi's archetype. I think that's what I'm looking for. Uncle should find a lawyer, rewrite his plea. $16,000 is not your mate. He wants that money. She got the $60,000 a month offer and they made the decision together. He just wasn't successful getting gigs as a handsome man. Well, it's all is fair in love and war, right? Auntie B is like, wake up. Who said that? It's a proverb. But these are the reasons why we say that. Look at this guy. So I'm asking the question again. Let me ask this question. Should a man ever be asking for spousal support or even accept a spousal support ever? What is your take on this? And please support your point. A white Cairo we no get money, red banner. Wahala, boomy. Carpenter have a type. C. Brandy's mom have a strong compatibility. Coincidence. I think it's a coincidence. All right. But anyway, should a man ever accept, not even take it, but accept it, even if you offer it, like, you know what? We decided this together and this is part of our assets that we acquired together. Take $16,000 every month. Let's say there's no basketballs involved. Should he take it? Should he accept it? Okay. There's no difference. They're the same thing. Okay, good. Should he accept it? Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Check out this next segment. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.